Pump it up, pump it up.
Trae.
Come on, come on.
With Trae.
Pump it up, pump it up.
It's the day with Trae.
This is the day to gain inspiration, to make a positive change in the nation. We're inviting you to partake in conversation, to raise your vibration. It's the day that we will all celebrate all of our peeps that make this thing elevate. Watch the negative fade away, cause it's the day with Trae.
Grand Rising, everyone. Welcome to the Day with Trae. I'm your host, Trae Holiday. I get to welcome you to the end of our phenomenal week here. And thank you so much for tuning in this week as we've been uplifting amazing business owners and folks with great stories like we love to do here on the Day with Trae. And today is no different. I got Whitney Williams in the building as my guest today, owner of Brown Girl Charcuterie. She's going to be telling us about her journey into business and how you can actually work with her to get some phenomenal charcuterie boards, spreads, boxes, whatever you need. She does it all, y'all. So I'm so excited that she's here to tell us more about it. But of course, this is the top of the show. So you get to tell people more about the Day with Trae. Share this show with folks who you feel could benefit from this daily dose of dopeness we give you here. And if you can't watch the TV show, we got it in another format for you because you can also listen to it as a podcast anywhere you find your favorite podcast. Just search Converge Media Network and the Day with Trae. You'll find us there. Well, I got to tell you something before I get into it with Whitney after the break. You know, it's beautiful because sometimes you never know what you may get. And that is what I was able to experience the first time I tried Brown Girl Charcuterie. I'm going to tell you, there is some unique things that she is putting on those boards and in those boxes that you are going to want to try out. And I'm glad that she's here to tell us more about it. But I also got to say that when I'm talking this week about trying new businesses, you know, expanding your palette, it is so true because you can be pleasantly surprised by sometimes the simplest of things. When somebody has given the level of intentionality to their business that you often don't think about when you're trying to do your own thing at home, it's beautiful because you're not only experiencing like a great product or service, you're also experiencing that business owner's level of intentionality. And that's something that I can definitely attest to with Brown Girl Charcuterie, as well as some of the other businesses that have been on this week. You know, when we think about supporting Black business, Converge Media is also a Black business. And so I want to encourage you to not only support. We appreciate all the donors and all of those who share a little bit of money when they have it right here to Converge, but support by allowing us to uplift stories. That's what the Day with Trae is all about. So I've been saying, you know, hey, y'all send us those great stories. Y'all may have seen the commercial airing out there on social and of course being uplifted on different platforms. But I want to tell you, first off, thank you to all of the guests who have really come on the Day with Trae to share their stories. And I'm going to always this season be telling y'all how much we want to continue the uplift around our Black joy. It is real. Y'all, it's palpable. And I get to experience it because when I'm in community and folks are telling me, girl, that episode when you talked to so-and-so, when you showcase that resource or that event, I didn't know nothing about it until I saw it on your show. That's how I know that the Day with Trae is making a significant impact in our community. And I want to do that for you. This is such a unique opportunity to be able to have a longer format interview one-on-one with me, but sharing your story. A lot of major media outlets give you maybe a couple of minutes. So I'm encouraging y'all, if you know of someone or if you're that someone who has something going on in your community, in your business, planning an event, writing a book, whatever it is, I want y'all to be thinking about the Day with Trae as the place where Seattle comes to talk. That's really what it's become. And it's so beautiful for me to experience that on this side of it. But that's because all of y'all are sharing. Y'all are bringing your brilliance to this show and to this studio right here for the Day with Trae. And I thank you all. Well, y'all know I'm going to be able to thank Whitney after she shares her story. Coming up next, Whitney Williams is joining me, and we're going to be talking all about Brown Girl Charcuterie. Y'all don't want to miss it. Stay tuned. You're watching The Day with Trae.
Truth Talks is the hottest streaming show on TV. Catch all the truths about pop culture to politics and today's biggest
Why
stars.
tiptoe through life?
Monday through Friday, live at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, and again at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific on Fox Soul.
Africatown Plaza is our latest affordable housing development project. It's 126 units of affordable housing over community commercial space.
It's the first time in my career, and I've been doing this for 10 years, that I was able to design for people who look like me.
Africatown Plaza is a beacon of hope.
Africatown Plaza is a love letter to the community.
My hair is definitely unique in the rodeo industry, and not a lot of girls wear their natural hairstyle. And since I do, it makes it a lot harder to find equipment that fits my head the right way. When I speak about being unique, that's what I mean is why should we have to change our hairstyle for safety maybe? Why can't they create something for us to be ourselves in and still be safe on the trails? You don't have to change the way you look because you're beautiful the way you are.
Seattle Opera presents one of the world's most popular operas, Mozart's The Magic Flute. Called an international sensation by LA Daily News and dazzling by San Francisco Classical Voice, this new-to-Seattle production featuring eye-popping animations is perfect for the whole family. Don't miss Mozart's The Magic Flute, February 22nd through March 9th at McCaw Hall. Details at seattleopera.org.
Ready to be intentional with your spending? Whether you're gifting it or using it for yourself, the Buy Black card allows you to shop at many different Black-owned businesses across the greater Seattle area, like Love a Latte, Dramer Ice Cream, Motis Beauty Supply, Pizza by Ruffin, The Spa House by Queen Care, and so many more. You can see the full list of participating businesses when you sign up for your Buy Black card at intentionalist.com. And thanks to our friends at BECU, you'll save 20% when you load your card. Spend like it matters with the Buy Black card.
Welcome back, y'all, to the Day with Trae. I'm your host, Trae Holiday. Joining me right now is Whitney.
Hey.
Well, I gotta tell you, okay, first off, now I know how to spell charcuterie, and I thank you for it. But also, you do some phenomenal things with your boards, your boxes, and I've been talking about that intentionality, but it's clear that you have it in what you do. Tell us about what got you started, Whitney.
So actually, I started on accident. It just what I've always been a creative and artistic, but I just had a birthday party one year, and I decided that I wanted to do something different. I had probably like 50 people coming, and I was just trying to figure out a unique way to feed them instead of doing the simple taco bar. And nothing's wrong with a good taco bar, but I just wanted something different. And I went on Pinterest and I searched and seen something about a grazing table, and it was just an array of foods. And I was able to host a birthday gathering at Norlux, and I put out this beautiful grazing table, and people took pictures, and people were like, can I get a smaller version of this? And we started with baskets, and from there we did trays, and people kept calling, and I started with a small Instagram post, and from a post, the Instagram page, from a page to a online, just a quick price points online, a .com. It was Big Cartel, I think. And then from there, I ended up paying to have a domain and a website, and I created the website, and then business has been constant ever since.
Wow. You know, I'll say this. So I was able to have one of your boxes recently. Yesterday, I'm at the store, and I'm like, yo, I knew I was going to have you on the show, but I'm like, man, she did such a good job. Now all I want is a little bit of olives. I want a little bit of cracker. I'm like, it was so well done, but it was so cute and unique. What is the, driving force behind the selections that you choose to put together?
Well, I love color. I love uniqueness. And I want people who order from me to step out of their box and taste different flavors that they may not quickly grab at the grocery store or wherever they're getting their items from. And so from there, I try to do seasonal items. I try to, even if it's a carrot, I like colorful carrots or heirloom carrots, or just being exploratory with your flavors and your palate. That's very important to me.
I think that you really hit the nail, not only with your design. First off, your website is beautiful.
Thank you.
And it's clear that you really care about what you're doing.
Yeah.
And honestly, it is, for me, something that I'm looking forward to, like having your spreads at one of my events or some of my events, because it takes it out of my head, you know, right?
Yes.
Like I may be like, oh, I know how to cook, so I'm used to cooking, but I can't always make it pretty, right? It's pretty practical oftentimes for me if I'm cooking for a large crowd. So I really love the experience that you give. Tell us a bit about how people have been receiving that experience you pour into it.
So the experience, people have given me a lot of grace. And when I say grace, they're like, Whitney, do your thing. And a lot of times I'm like, okay, all I ask is for you all to just allow me to work. And with that being said, it's like, I don't need any distractions. And they allow me to work and they allow me to create. And it's like a form of art. And from there, they're like, oh my God, I know I couldn't have done this without you, you know? And taking that ease away from people. I know planning events and planning parties and hosting things could be challenging. So being able to kind of come in and save the day, quote unquote, when it comes to food, I feel like, okay, that gives me a sense of purpose as well.
Well, you're absolutely right, because I plan a lot of different events, and to be able to say, yo, not only am I supporting an amazing Black-owned business, but I'm also like, thank you for doing that, and go and do your thing. I see why people allow that freedom, because you deliver. Right.
Absolutely.
It would be one thing if it was like, oh, that's not really what I was wanting, but you deliver time and time again.
Yes.
And so I love that people are able to trust you to do your thing in the process. Now, you offer a wide variety of boxes. I think when people, you know, oftentimes, you know, charcuterie, they immediately go to meat and cheese.
Yes.
Right. But you offer a lot of different things. Tell us about some of the options that you have for folks.
So we have vegan, we have gluten-free, vegetarian, whatever your dietary restrictions are, we're able to accommodate. With us, we don't try to scale too fast, right? Because sometimes you lose the intention, and we always want to be intentional, and we always want people to have a unique experience. And with that, that's the dietary restrictions. Sometimes people just want seafood. Sometimes people just want fruits and vegetables. So I'm able to cater to their needs and their allergies, their food allergies. And again, taking that pressure away from them to have to figure it out, you know?
Wow. So that's what I love, because people don't have to come to you with a concept.
Yes.
You know, now, a lot of times, and I think maybe it's something about, we got so used to online businesses that we have to kind of pick from their selection.
Yeah.
A lot of times, right? It's like, all right, if I know I want a vegan spread, I can just hit you up and say, I just need vegan for this many people. I know you're going to do a phenomenal job. Like, maybe this is what the space looks like.
Yes.
You know, take advantage of the space. But I feel like that, for me, is what I get excited about when we think about local businesses and pouring into our local economy.
Yes.
Now you're contributing to, you know, the backbone of cities all across America when we think about small business.
Thank you.
How does that resonate with you?
It's a proud moment. It's something that I never thought that I would be a part of. I'm surrounded by a bunch of small businesses in my friend group, but sometimes I forget that I'm part of that community, you know? And for me, it kind of makes me proud. It makes me proud that my mother and father are able to see me doing something and pouring back into the community that they've served in. So for me, it's just a proud moment. It fills my heart with joy. And then to also be a part of a community where I'm part of people's memories, that's really important too, as well, because it's leaving a lasting impression on them, but also their guests. That's something that their guests can always remember as well.
You know, Whitney, I gotta say, I'm just so grateful that I got to not only experience the phenomenal box, because I already know, I got a small box, okay? So now I'm ready for like the board, the spread, the grazing table.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, these amazing concepts. And looking through your website, you clearly do it all. Of course,
Yes.
I gotta give you time, because if people are trying to tap in with Brown Girl Charcuterie, look right there. Let them know how they connect.
Well, you can reach me at browngirlcharcuterie.com or on Instagram at Brown Girl Charcuterie. I'm also on Facebook at Brown Girl Charcuterie. So everything is Brown Girl Charcuterie.
Wow, Whitney, thank you so much for bringing your brilliance to the community so we can not only support you, but also get those phenomenal experiences you're offering.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Anytime you need to come back, girl, let me know.
No problem.
Wow, y'all. Great way to end this week. And of course, I get to wrap it all up right after this short break. Stay tuned. You're watching The Day with Trae.
Here on Back to Basa, it's always been important to me that we uplift stories from across the region, and that no matter where you live in the nation, you never have to miss a moment of the show as we continue to highlight the beauty, excellence, and resilience of our communities across the Pacific Northwest. Why? Because representation matters. So no matter where you live, be it the Central District or Centralia, Portland or Pullman, or anywhere across the country, I encourage you to join me on this Back to Basa journey by downloading the free Fox Local app on your phone or smart TV as we continue to elevate the very best in our communities.
This January, the sun rises on Pacific Northwest Ballet's brand new production of The Sleeping Beauty with scenery by Preston Singletary and costumes by Paul Tazwell. 2 weeks only. For tickets, visit pnb.org.
Empowering the community one connection at a time. ConnectWA is your partner in finding the support you need. Download the app today and experience the difference that a connected community can make. Learn more at eec-wa.org/connectwa-app.
Confused about Medicare? Solid Ground's statewide health insurance benefits advisor, Sheba, are well-trained volunteers who can help you understand your Medicare rights and options. It's free, unbiased, and confidential. We offer webinars and individual phone consultations. For more info, go to solid-ground.org/Medicare-info.
Welcome back, everyone, to The Day with Trae. I'm your host, Trae Holiday. You know what? I'm just feeling the warmth up in here. Huge shout out to Whitney for joining me today and shedding some light on what got her started and how she's bringing amazing experiences around food in a variety of ways to parties and events near you. Now, Brown Girl Charcuterie for everything. Go to browngirlcharcuterie.com. Find her on Instagram or Facebook. But I promise you, when you go to the website and you see what she's offering, you will not be disappointed. You know, I get to, uplift amazing people, but sometimes I don't actually experience them before they're on the show. So I'm grateful that I did get to experience her work and be able to tell y'all my personal experience and my own perspective and opinion on it. And for somebody like myself, I'm putting together events all the time. And so it definitely helps to have someone that you can count on to contribute to the experience you're working to bring out when you are doing events. So for any of you who got birthdays, celebrations, any type of major event coming up, do not sleep on hitting up Whitney at Brown Girl Charcuterie, because she will definitely wow your guests with her creativity. And she picks amazing things to put together. So it's also going to taste good. Thanks so much for being with me this week, y'all, and ending your week with me here on The Day with Trae. It's always a pleasure to be able to have a platform to continue to uplift amazing people in our community doing amazing things. As I've been saying, make sure you hit us up at The Day with Trae at whereweconverge.com and share your story so we can get you right here on this platform so we can amplify the great things you're doing out in the community. Thanks so much for watching this week. Y'all know I'll be back with you next week. Until then, at 11 a.m. Peace. Converge Media produces culturally relevant content for Black and urban audiences. Our coverage is raw, transparent, and objective, praised by community leaders, government officials, and residents. Support Converge Media today via Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal at Converge Media.